Hello brothers and sisters, welcome to another episode here on Dangerous African Confessions HD. In this episode, we bring to you a very chilling confession from a brother who reveals to us about the things his senior brother, who happens to be a senior prophet, and the things he got himself involved in, things of the dark world. This message he has is one that he had written in his own diary, and after his passing his younger brother got hold of the diary, and its content is mind-blowing. I do not want to give away any details of what we are going to listen to, so without much ado, let us go and listen to this message by our brother. And don't forget to please subscribe if this is your first time, like and share this video so others can listen to it as well. And also hit the notification bell, so you will be notified anytime we upload videos of this nature.
In the heart of Africa, we are spiritual people. And this very spirituality is embedded with the scent of earth, our traditions and customs. And this spirituality, people use it to do so many things and use this same to lie to people. My name is Eric, and I am going to have a conversation with you about a figure who is both revered and feared. He happened to be a senior prophet who commanded so much power and respect. And while many saw him as a beacon of hope, none knew the truth of how he came to possess those powers he was operating with. This is my confession about my own brother, a tale woven with shadows and secrets, revealing the dark initiation that altered his life forever. You see, brother, from a very young age, we were all drawn to the spiritual realm, captivated by the stories of prophets who could commune with spirits and offer guidance to those in need. And as such, we will always go to any programs that will be organized by any church or pastor in our area, just to go and see how he was going to perform his miracles and also gives his prophecy. You see, in our town, this was a town steeped in tradition, where the elders of the town spoke of ancestral spirits, healing rituals, and divine revelations. Growing up, we longed to be part of this mystical world, to possess the wisdom that seemed to flow effortlessly from the lips of those who had come before us. But as though this is how fate will have it, I abandoned this urge of knowing these spiritual things. But my brother continued to admire and will even travel to programs far and wide outside of our town. I moved away from our town to find some things to do for my future, leaving my brother and my family back home. Even though he was older than me, I felt I needed to take these steps for myself and not depend on my family for anything. At this time, I was about 21 years of age when I moved away from my family to hustle for myself. At first, we used to talk about what each of us was up to. But it got to a time that we were not doing it like before. And the calls eventually stopped. But then once in a while we would talk over phone. You see, years down the line, I came back to our hometown to visit the family. And it was during this time that I got to know that my brother was now a pastor and was doing so much when it came to ministry. I was happy when I heard it and decided to give him a call. So, when I returned back to my base, I called him and he invited me over to where he was. It was something that I can tell you, you needed to be there yourself. I was shocked to see the things that my brother had been able to achieve within that few years. When I visited him, he had not completed the church building, but when you gaze at it, you can tell how big this church was going to be. But the place where he was living was something nice. I teased him that now that he is at that level, he should be getting ready to settle down. But then, he told me that he was not in a rush to bring in any woman to come and cause troubles for him. He said he wanted to get the church done, and also put his ministry to a place where he would know that he can now bring in a woman, before he will get married. Brother, I can tell you that in the space of 10 to 15 years, the things my brother did were all beyond understanding. He had tried severally to have me be part of his ministry and do things together. But for some reason, when that urge moved away from me, I never bothered to even go on that route again. At least I was doing something for myself also. I was into building block business. And it was going well for me at that time, for which I didn't see the reason why I should abandon this to go to my brother. I can tell you that my brother brought respect to my family back in our hometown where our family was. Like I said, they revered him so much that, when the people get to know that you are related to him, they accord you same respect. But then, it all came crashing down when I heard the news one Wednesday morning that my brother had passed away. What could be wrong with him? That very day, I rushed back to where his church is. And I got to know that the message was indeed true. He had died mysteriously without complaining of any illness or showing any sign of him suffering from something. At least that was what the people he was doing ministry with told me. So, it was when I went into his room to make sure everything was in order, lock the place before I moved to our hometown and be with the family to know our next step. That was when I did find this diary that contains a lot. What drew my attention to this was that, at the back of the book, it was written, "For my brother." That is why I took the book out of the drawer and opened it. I knew it was meant for me because we were 2 boys and 2 girls in all. And to read this as for my brother, I knew the message in there was for me. The truth of the matter is that I have not even come to terms to tell my family about this diary. Because I don't want them to have second mindset about my brother. It really pains me that he got lost along the way and couldn't return back before his demise. So, my brother, whatever I am going to say now is straight from his diary. In his diary, he talks about how his hunger for knowledge intensified. I sought out senior prophets, watching them perform their rituals with reverence. He said, they were respected figures in our country, their words carrying weight and authority. Yet, I noticed an unspoken bond among them. It was a connection that seemed to transcend mere friendship. It was as if they shared secrets that were not meant for the ears of the uninitiated. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, I walked through the woods as I was contemplating on how to go about my life and honor my desires. I was approached by a group of people who told me that one senior prophet had asked them to call for me. This person, I had gone to him to serve him and do so many things for him. Especially when he is about to organize his programs, I will go there and offer any help that I can. When I went to him, he told me that he wants to help me to also be at a level that I can also do great for the people. He told me that they had observed my dedication and passion, and they want to invite me to partake in a sacred initiation. This rite, he said, would grant me access to the powers I so desperately sought. My heart raced with excitement and trepidation as I accepted their invitation. After about a month from when we had this conversation, my initiation happened. The initiation took place deep within the forest, a place where the veil between our world and the spirit realm thinned. As we walked under a canopy of stars, I felt both exhilarated and terrified. The air was thick with anticipation, and the whispers of unseen spirits danced around us. When we arrived at the clearing, I was met with an altar adorned with offerings, fruits, herbs, and animal sacrifices. The senior prophets gathered around me, their faces illuminated by flickering torches. They began to chant in a language I could not understand, invoking ancient spirits to bless my initiation. I felt a surge of energy coursing through me, electrifying every nerve ending. It was intoxicating. But then came the moment that would change everything. As part of the initiation, I was required to make a pact. A binding contract with the dark forces that lingered in the shadows. The elders explained that true power came at a price. I would have to honor these spirits and respect their dominion over me. In that moment, driven by ambition and desperation, I agreed without fully grasping the consequences of my choice. After the ritual concluded, an enigmatic old man appeared before me. His presence was commanding yet unsettling. He held a weathered book bound in leather, its cover adorned with intricate symbols that seemed to pulse with energy. He approached me and said, "This book contains knowledge that few can comprehend. It is your key to unlocking your true potential." With trembling hands, I accepted the book. Its pages crackled with an energy that sent shivers down my spine. The old man's eyes bore into mine as he warned me, "Within these pages lies both power and peril. Tread carefully, for the spirits you invoke will demand your loyalty." As I delved into the book's teachings, I found myself drawn deeper into a world of dark rituals and incantations. The knowledge it contained was intoxicating. It amplified my abilities beyond what I had ever imagined. I could see visions clearer than ever before, hear whispers from spirits that had remained silent for so long. It was after this experience or initiation that my reputation grew rapidly. I began to guide others in their struggles, offering insights that left them in awe. As my people now saw me too so powerful to do anything, my internal struggle grew more pronounced as time went on. The Council of Senior Prophets began to take notice of my rapid rise to prominence. Some regarded me with envy while others expressed concern about the methods I employed. They summoned me for discussions about my practices, questioning whether they aligned with our traditions or strayed too far into dangerous territory. During one such meeting, an elder prophet confronted me directly. He said, "Your power is undeniable, but we fear you tread a dangerous path. The spirits you invoke are not to be trifled with. They may turn against you if you do not show proper reverence." I dismissed his warnings at first. After all, I had tasted power and success. But deep down, a seed of doubt began to take root. The whispers grew louder at night. Shadows danced at the corners of my vision when I performed rituals alone. The old man's words echoed in my mind, "The spirits will demand your loyalty." As I continued to navigate this treacherous path, I found myself drawn back to the book, the source of my power and my curse. Each time I opened its pages, I felt both exhilaration and dread. The allure of dark knowledge was strong, but so too was the weight of my growing conscience.
Don't forget to please subscribe, share and like our videos. Kindly hit the notification bell so you will be the first to get notification to our videos when we upload. Indeed, I will start by saying that life and the very essence of this precious gift is not about how well or how much money you were able to acquire. Nor it is about how influential you becoming in this material world. But then, it is about how much of positivity you affect people. How much love you show your fellow human being, which is the nature of the creator of this very universe. I say this to say that, never imagine yourself above your fellow human being before you see yourself powerful. By virtue of the fact that you have the God essence in you, you are already a powerful being. You don't need to go to any deity or dark force before you can manifest your power. The God that created you is having in abundance the power to do all things. So, if you so need it, go back to your source. Sometimes when you hear such things about pastors, it brings your spirit down, but like I always say, we are only here to warn our brothers and sisters about the ways of the evil one amongst even the children of God. It is also not to suggest that any pastor or prophet out there doing his work is of the evil one. But this is to tell you to be careful when you are going to such places. Be smart and read in between the lines. Let your inner intuition talk to you about places that you go. Please let us hear your thoughts in the comment section. Yes, just as we are here to share with ourselves what is going on out there, we do bring these conversations with you, our family members, to help our innocent brothers and sisters to realize what is happening out there, that they do not have any idea about. I just hope that we honestly take the important lessons from these stories to better our lives and decisions. Stay blessed and be safe. Thanks for being a part of this growing family. Kindly share your thought with us in the comment section below. And if you are new here, please subscribe, like and share.